What's going on, Brozone Layer? Haven't shot a vlog in a while. I want to try to do like vlog Fridays or something. Leave some comments on some subjects you'd like me to talk about. I'm trying to keep these videos pumping after that little break I had. But on this vlog I want to talk about asking for help. Seems to be a lot of trouble in the industry, you know, especially with us guys. You know, a lot of maintenance women, they don't really have a lot of problems asking for help. But us guys, you know, we don't even want to ask for directions. So in this vlog, I want to talk about asking for help, and it's okay. It's okay to ask for help, especially on equipment you've never been trained on. You know, if you've never been trained on how to fix something, you're not supposed to know how to do it. And you should need help. And if somebody gives you guff, like, what do you mean you can't fix it? If somebody gives you crap about it, about not being able to fix it on something you haven't been trained to fix before, well, they can go hug one. Skid. I mean, I don't put up with that mess. I'll go out there and tear all kind of stuff up. I'm like, well, maybe if I just keep trying, and maybe if I tear it up, I'll get some training on it. But it's okay to ask for help, man. Call somebody. Shoot, even call a contractor. I'll call contractors. Yeah, I'll call contractors if I just throwing everything I've got at it and there's no one to really call. Call a contractor. I ain't above it. Yeah, so you should be getting no flack from office people because you're stuck and you need help. You should be getting no flack, especially if you've had no training on the equipment. You should know how to do some stuff if you've never been trained. I mean, the office people get trained. They don't just walk off the street knowing how to do Yardi and all of those computer programs that they use. They get trained. So if you need help, ask for it, man. Don't be embarrassed. There's no dumb questions around here on my channel. So it's all right to ask for help. Now, with that said, asking for help doesn't mean come hold my hand on every little challenge that I have to rub two brain cells together. It doesn't mean come hold my hand, you know, all the time. Some things you just got to jump in and try to figure it out. Like, you know, I'll use the words of my first maintenance supervisor. He was a Army drill sergeant. Lucky me, my first supervisor, but he was awesome. He'd always say, Lex, there comes a point where you just got to pull your skirt up and grab your balls. I always like that. So he kind of motivated me, kind of like to get out from under his wing and go try to figure things out, because that's where the growth is, man. That's where the growth is. And he would always say, the first time, you know, you need help, I'm going to come with you. I'm going to do it while you watch. The second time, you're going to do it while I watch. And the third time, you're going to go off by yourself and I'll be available for questions. Now, if I got to hold your hand after that, you know, you might need, you know, maybe you're not ready to be a technician. You know, stick with the porter job, you know, he'd always say. Because he always said, I need someone to help me, you know, run this place and feel confident when I'm not around. So those are my learning days. I never had any kind of training. A lot of guys comment like, man, where'd you go to school, you know? How'd you get trained? I have not one day of professional training. I just got out there and flung sparks, popped breakers, I lit a dryer on fire. I've got a whole video on all the mistakes I've made in my Maintenance Man vlog playlist. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. You can go watch some old vlogs where I talk about making mistakes. I mean, I've drained a swimming pool twice. I don't mean the water went down a few feet. I mean drained it, grabbed a skateboard, and surfs up, dude. Twice, the same pool. But I never let that scare me, you know. I never got gun shy. I was like, oh, I don't want to touch nothing now, I'm scared. No, I kept pushing through until I figured all this crap out. So that's all I wanted to shoot a vlog on, man. It's okay to ask for help. And if you're throwing everything you got at it, call a contractor. I mean, I don't let this stuff bother me, man. Oh, you know, some guys are like, oh, what if they talk about me and laugh at me? They can go hug one. Of course they're gonna talk about you, Skid. If they talked about themselves, no one would listen. Of course they're gonna talk about you. I love it when people talk about me. Get some haters, man. The more the better. It means you're doing something right, big dog. So it's okay to ask for help, man. And don't let it bring you down, and don't let it get you down. Just keep pushing through. If you make a mistake, keep pushing through, man. That's where the growth is. That's how I learned all my growth. If you're not going to get training on how to fix the equipment that's on your property, you shouldn't be expected to know how to do it all. I don't know it all. Shoot. All right, wait a minute, I take that back. A long time ago, old company I worked for, this was like 2005, they sent us to an appliance class, but it was all Whirlpool appliances. And every one of our properties had GE appliances. What was the point of that? I mean, if any of you office workers are watching, make sure the training is for the equipment that's on your property. Because I learned how to work on Whirlpool stuff, but when I opened up the GE appliances around property, I still didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was looking at. So that was a big waste of money and a big old waste of time. So that was the only one little training thing I've ever had. The rest I've learned just by getting out there and blowing crap up, asking for help. And if somebody wants to be a butt about it, they can go hug one. I worked with a guy who was a butt about it. But I said, okay, all right, I'm gonna show you. And I just went out there and attacked and got good and got moved from that property. You know, he ended up liking me towards the end because I was a go-getter going out there figuring this crap out, but he was a jerk in the beginning, man. I caught him talking about me. I walked in on a vacant one time, he was talking about me, but good, let him talk about me. Again, they talked about themselves, no one would listen. And it's funny, you know, once I left the property where he was at, I joined a band and I got a phone call from him. Oh, Lex, I hear you're opening for Jake Owen tonight. We were the opening slot for Jake Owen, huge country star back in like 2007. Still is, I think. But we were opening for him and he was all like, oh, me and my wife would really love to go. And I said, sure, man, the tickets are about $75, man, take care. So he was calling, seeing if I could get him on the list. So doesn't pay to be a jerkhole. Alright dudes, I'm going to try to bring more videos to you guys, have vlog Fridays, that's it, about asking for help. It's okay to ask for help. If you've never been trained on the equipment before, it's okay not to know. So, and if anybody's got a problem with it and gives you attitude about it, they can go hug one, because you're not going anywhere. It's a doggone maintenance desert dry land out here. Where are you going to go? What are they going to do, fire you? So you're going to be alright, Skid. If you need help, you can reach out to me. I'm always answering questions. People who need help the best I can, you know. Some of this stuff's hard to do over YouTube and comments, but alright guys, see you on the next vlog. That's just the way it's got to be. Well, a concrete circle